Hi there. Welcome back to learning the last rule for working with integers. And I promise you, this movie will be shorter. Last time you learned these rules. The same sign, different sign, and double negative rules. Remember, you only use these rules when you are adding or subtracting integers. Now here's a different rule. For multiplying and dividing integers, at least it's only one rule. But first, let me remind you of what you learned in elementary school. Remember this? A positive times a negative equals a negative, and a negative times a negative equals a positive. Look and sound familiar? This also works for division, right? A positive divided by a negative equals a negative, and a negative divided by a negative equals a positive. Well, can you guess how it changes for pre-algebra? First of all, multiplication problems will look different. No more x signs for multiplication. X now stands for a variable. These are the signs you will see in pre-algebra. A dot, parentheses, or just a number next to a variable. It all means to multiply. Next, you won't see these signs as often when dividing. From now on, most division problems will be in a fraction. And to top it off, wouldn't you know, there's not only one or two negative signs in a problem, now there can be 3, 4, or more. You'll see when you have Mr. Lister. So aren't you glad I have an easy rule for you? This rule has 3 parts. Step 1, first multiply or divide the numbers. Step 2, next count the number of negative signs in the problem. Step 3, if you've counted an odd number of negative signs, it means a negative answer. An even number of negative signs means a positive answer. Let's practice how this works. I'm going to do step 1 for you, and I want you to do steps 2 and 3. We know that 7 times 4 is 28. Will it be positive or negative? That's right, negative. Why? Because there is one negative sign, which is an odd number. Next, 6 times 10 is 60. Do I have an odd or even number of negative signs? Did I hear you say even? So my answer is positive 60. How about this one? I'm going to multiply for you, and I get 360. Go back to the original problem and count the negative signs. Your answer is? You've got it. I have an odd number of negatives, so my answer is negative 360. And this? My answer is 96. Go back to the original problem. How many negative signs do you see? Perfect. There are 4 negative signs, so my answer is positive 96. Do you see how counting the negative signs after you multiply will help you be more accurate when you are multiplying more than 2 numbers? Now let's divide. Just tell me if this is going to be a positive or negative answer. Are you ready? Did you get it right? Fantastic. There's one last thing. Pre-algebra division can look a little complicated because sometimes there are variables and exponents mixed in. But we can know if the answer will be positive or negative from our rule. So will this be a positive or negative answer? I hope you said positive. How about this? That's right, negative. And this? Remember, if you don't see any negative signs, your answer is positive. So how did you do? Let's repeat the steps together. Multiply or divide the numbers. Count the number of negative signs. An odd number of negative signs is a negative answer. An even number of negative signs is a positive answer. That's it. Are you beginning to unravel the way pre-algebra works? Your math thought for the day is, mathematics is the art of giving the same name to different things. Stay tuned for more movies on helping you understand your favorite subject and mine. See you next time.